without a gun. Everybody else has got some kind of weapon. Now, I was thinking, if all you need is to be blasted with energy that is derived from a cosmic stone of some sort, the gems, one of the six. If it's that easy to be infused with power, then why don't we have a bunch of Hydra agents running around the MCU doing damage because now they're super strength because they got blasted way back in Captain America, the First Avenger. Remember that, by the way. Captain America, the First Avenger. Marvel made it a point to call him the First Avenger. The Howling Commandos are running around and they're using weapons on all these Hydra agents that because Cap broke them out. And they got some of the weapons, they're blasting each other. Woo, 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 blasting each other with them. You'd think if it's that easy, at least Carol Danvers easy to be infused with power, that we'd have a bunch of Hydra agents running around with superpowers. Pretty good ones, too. Because apparently Carol Danvers, who doesn't seem to have superhuman strength. I did say I liked Annette Bening's rendition of the Supreme Intelligence. I thought it was decent. It's an interesting concept. It was very Matrixy, but it was at least a decent concept. I did not like her as they were tying that in to she was Marvel. I thought and I touched on this earlier, I thought the fight scenes were awful. Most of the hand-to-hand combat looked clunky, filmed awkwardly. They should have got other people to do I don't know if it was the choreography, I don't know if it was the suit, I don't know if it was just bad. A lot of it's bad filming and editing, I can tell you that right now. So I don't want to put this on Brie Larson, even though I didn't think her acting was all that spectacular. I don't think you can blame the fight scenes on her as much as the filming and maybe the choreography, but I just thought it was clunky. It didn't look smooth. It looked chopped up, but not in a way that Black Widow kicks butt. Now we have a part that I swear I'm going to call it gag me with a spoon. These next parts, the next part I'm going to talk about here, is just things that just made me sick. They were put in the movie. I don't know why they were put in the movie. They should have never been put in the movie. They should have never touched on it. Whatever. Here we go. The whole thing, all through the movie, and I know some people that saw it before me said they didn't see it. I saw it totally. If you don't hold a girl back, she can be a Mary Sue. That is the message of this movie. And what is considered holding a girl back is throwing a pitch at a girl and the girl goes down in baseball and she has got to get up and wipe that dust off and get back in the batter's box. Or she's in the military and she's trying to jump from rope to rope and she misses and boom, she falls down and her peers heckle her. And various forms of that. That happens to everybody that goes through that and doesn't succeed right away. So to me, it's just like, it's another thing it's put in there, and it's like, man, you didn't need to shove that in our throat because that happens to everybody. Not everybody is awesome at something right away, and just about everybody that plays baseball takes a pitch too close and has to go down. Or just about everybody who is learning physical fitness, whether it be in the military or whatever, and you're jumping from rope to rope, slips and falls. It happens. You've got to get yourself back up, but in a girl movie, that's something they highlight, like it's something that's special, that girls are the only ones that have to deal with that. But there is precedence there because of the fact that Scarlet Witch got her powers from a cosmic gem, and she's pretty powerful. So, of course, Brie Larson, she's going to be very powerful because she got her power from a cosmic gem. And now that they're bringing her into Endgame, it just makes me feel like they're bringing in a heavy hitter because they don't have enough heavy hitters to go up against Thanos. Okay, so now this really bugged me. The cat thing, the whole cat thing, the Flurgan or whatever they called it. It was unbelievably useless to the plot point, except for the fact that it swallowed the Tesseract so they could have a side adventure chasing Captain Marvel with a lunchbox instead of chasing everybody who had the Tesseract for real, because who would think that a Tesseract was inside the cat's stomach? That wasn't a cat, it was a Flurgan. Where's this Flurgan been ever since? I don't know. I've never seen it referenced at all by Nick Fury, ever. So use that to hide the Tesseract, which is just Disney-esque totally. So, it's such a plot point that's so cheap and not thought out of. They ran themselves into a corner and they go, what are we going to do with the Tesseract? They're coming for it. Hey, have the cat eat it. I mean, stupid. Of course, they finished that plot point in the post-credit where the cat pukes the Tesseract back up. Because nobody was going to worry about the Tesseract being inside the cat, right? Nick Fury was going to allow that Tesseract. I mean, it's probably bad digestion, I'm just saying. That should be a meme. Cats can eat Tesseract. Somebody do a meme on that for me, will you? And then because they wanted some kind of connective tissue, they go, hey, how unfulfilling for Nick Fury, by the way, to have a little cat go, meh, meh. That's what you get for messing with the pussy. I'm just saying. Now the Avengers are not based on Captain America. Oh, no, not anymore. Nope, they are based on Carol Danvers, that retcon. See, we didn't know where the name came from. We only assumed because you called the movie, Marvel, you only called the movie The First Avenger. Captain America, the first, you only did that. So we're going to retcon it. Now it's based on Brie Larson's call sign when she was an Air Force pilot. Okay. An Air Force pilot that complained about the fact that they couldn't be in combat, but they could fly secret space missions to see how well the new spacecraft that was powered by the Tesseract could handle. Okay, great. Huge holes right there, in my opinion. That's just awful. You're kidding me. You're going to name the Avengers? Nick Fury's going to name the Avengers after Captain Marvel, after the fact that Captain America has been... come on. Let's go back. Let's talk about this. Coulson. Right, Coulson, we found this is a plot hole that was filled. Obviously, we didn't know this was a plot hole until now. But here, Coulson meets Captain Marvel. He meets her. And any normal guy, because Brie Larson is a pretty attractive lady. I mean, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. She doesn't like older guys talking about women at all. So hopefully I don't get in trouble. Brie, you're a nice-looking lady. Hopefully that doesn't offend you at all. But here you got Coulson. Now we're going back to the first Avenger movie. Coulson, who meets Captain Marvel. And then what does Coulson do? He swoons over Captain America. So much so that he has cards of Captain America. He's in love with Captain America, so we find out, plot hole we didn't know, Coulson is gay. Coulson is gay. Because you would think if the Avengers were named after the call sign of Brie or Captain Marvel, you would think if it was named after him, it would be Marvel or something, the Marvel Initiative. But no, it was the Avenger Initiative. But it's because their call sign's Avenger. Not because Cap was the first Avenger. Retconning Cap there. Hey, screw you, Cap. If I were Chris Evans, I would probably go, okay, I've helped you build up the cinematic universe. I've probably been involved with your 3 best movies, arguably, but at least 3 of your top 5 movies, maybe 4 out of the top 5 movies. So maybe Chris Evans saw all this and said, you know what, whatever, man, I'm out of here. I'm Captain America, and now you're telling the whole world that it's Captain Marvel, the person you bring in last minute, because you dusted all the good, all the most powerful characters besides Thor and the Hulk. The Hulk's got a blue pill problem or a green pill problem. He's having performance issues. What did Tony say? 1 in 5 or 1 in 7, whatever. A couple more things because we're gonna have to get on out of here. The Skrulls turned out to be instead of invaders like the comic books, these invaders that would take over superheroes' bodies, and started trying to take over the world. Instead of that, they're refugees now. Freaking refugees that Captain Marvel helped. Because we got to worry about refugees. There's a lot of refugees out there, and we have to worry about them, and we have to make sure they're protected. So you retcon the Skrulls from the comics. Skrulls are evil in the comics. They're bad. They use people. They take over their bodies and try to control governments and take down planets that way. No longer in the MCU. Skrulls are introduced as refugees, just running from the evil Kree. Which aren't good guys either. See, the Earth was caught in the middle there. Here, the Earth's not caught in the middle. Kind of was until the end where she's, Skrulls are cool. Skrulls are cool. The editing of the movie I thought was dreadful. The music was not well used. It was just terrible. They were trying to do kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy thing, but with 90s music, and it wasn't the same. They tried to borrow all cool elements from all the other movies to put this movie together. You could see how predictable it was, and it just wasn't that good, unfortunately. The best thing about it is the only thing it changes for Infinity War is it adds one more person to the mix. Hopefully Marvel doesn't ruin it all and uses her to fix everything from everywhere. And the original members, the people who have earned this battle, this revenge battle with Thanos, actually are the ones that get to do it. And Brie Larson, hopefully Thanos, that little rumor where he depowers her, I friggin' hope that happens. Because I hated this movie. I hated it. Just because it was a bad movie. And there's so many... I could go on for hours on what I thought was bad with this movie. I called the eye being scratched out by the cat. I called the Tesseract. That was the easy one. Tesseract giving her power. That was the easy one. And I couldn't believe I called they would name the Avengers after her call sign. I didn't say it was call sign. I just thought it would be some connection to her. I just had a feeling because in this movie was all based on girl power. And yeah, it was there's very little to do for guys except have what I thought was the best character of the movie. Sam Jackson as Nick Fury. They should have called it Fury and just added her in there. That would have been better. Would have made more sense. Thanks for listening to my review, everybody, of Captain Marvel. Let me know what you think in the comment section or the chat room. And we will see you next time. We're going to be turning off the banger cam. www.jlebang.com. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance